Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
It's Friday. Here comes Hannah Zwartz. I better not put her off already. Hi, Hannah.
Oh, kia ora.
Oh, my goodness, what are we doing this weekend in the garden?
Well, I've got a whole lot of planting to do, some shrubs and different planting projects on the go. Like for shelter at the moment, my home is pretty well planted up, but there's a few jobs around where now's a really good time to plant shelter belts, hedges and that sort of thing. So what I've been doing is looking around at some of the irrigation systems that we have been trialling at community gardens. And one in particular for planting trees and shrubs is the deep pipes. It sounds a bit weird, but I don't know what else to call it. Deep pipe irrigation.
Is this different to your oyas? Is it your
Yeah,
oya?
oyas. So the oyas are like a buried clay pot. So that's really good for veggie plants like tomatoes, zucchini, anything that's sort of a bit shallow rooted. But for things like trees and shrubs where you want the roots to get down deep, the deep pipes are a really good method. And if you want to have a look at the Raumati South Community Orchard and also at the men's shed in Waikanai, they needed to establish a hedge and they were planting some feijoa trees like right at the beginning of last summer when it was really, really hot and dry. As you remember, we didn't get rain for about 3 months. And even in those conditions, these deep pipes worked really well. The feijoas have sort of doubled in size, and even on pure sand, which a lot of us have to deal with.
So how deep are you talking when you say deep?
Well, they're not super deep. They're basically 1/2 metre to 60 centimetres deep. Just a piece of piping. They've used different types. They've used that black overflow pipe, that stuff that looks like a vacuum cleaner cord.
With
proper name for it.
I was going to say with the judder bars on it.
Yeah.
Serrated looking.
Or just some plastic down pipe or thinner pipe. It can be as thin sort of plumbing pipe. Well, basically, you can use what you've got or you can go out and buy something. But yeah, you can just use what's lying around and keep it to that depth. You can put a few holes in it if the tree you're planting is quite small. But otherwise, you just put it down in the planting hole, aim the bottom of the pipe at the centre of the planting hole so the roots are going to go straight down rather than to one side when you get a sort of a lopsided tree. The reason it's good to do it at the time of planting is it's easiest because you've got your hole dug, bang in your pipe, then you put your tree in and you've got a ready watering hole, watering pipe.
So do
when
you have the
water,
pipe sticking up?
Yeah, you want it to be sticking up so that it doesn't get filled with mulch and stuff. So it doesn't have to stick up, maybe 5 centimetres or so. But it makes watering so easy when you come along with the hose or with the watering can, or you can set up something automatic if you want. It's just directing the water right down to the deep layers of the soil. So the roots are encouraged to grow deep. You end up with really resilient plants. It doesn't matter if the top layers dry out because the roots are down nice and deep and it doesn't run off. So especially if you're on a slope and you're watering, you might just be losing all the water. It doesn't actually sink in.
That makes logical sense. And now I'm just thinking from what I've learnt from you that lemon trees and citrus trees have got quite shallow roots, haven't they?
Yeah.
Now, if you put one of these in first when you planted a citrus tree, do you think that may encourage the citrus to put its roots a little bit deeper?
Yeah. The guys at the men's shed have used this on a lemon tree. And I guess 50 centimetres, it's not like subterranean type.
To the centre of the earth.
The roots will go down there. But yeah, they said it's brilliant. And also what he does is he puts a handful of sheep pellets down the pipe every now and then. And at home he was telling me he puts his fish guts down the pipe by the lemon tree. And the lemon tree loves it. But you have to sort of prevent the cats from getting in there too.
Yeah, you put a little lid on top.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ingenious. Oh, well, thanks for that. I'm sure people are going to go and pop a whole lot of pipes in their garden now when they're planting and then go fishing and throw the fish guts down. Oh, that's Hannah Zwartz. Well, you have a great weekend in the garden.
Cheers.
And those mornings are going to get colder but lighter. Yay.
106.3 Beach FM.